Hi, my name's Jennifer Schwab. I've been a community manager for 20 plus years, and I'm here to talk about landlord inspections and what a tenant can expect during the inspection.
Let's say that notice is required. It can be 5 days, it can be 24 hours, it can be 72 hours. That depends on the situation, the type of property, the landlord.
Once you received a 24-hour notice, you'd like to look around and make sure that everything is in good working condition. If not, you would want to let your landlord know, possibly fill out a maintenance request.
My name is Nancy Adams. I've been living here in the Morrison building. It'll be 10 years, September 1st of next month. Clean. If they have anything that's leaking, that's broke, put a maintenance order in to get it fixed.
There's anxieties about inspections, and what I would advise a tenant to do is be proactive. At any time they want to. They don't have to wait till they get a notice on their door. They can just go down to their manager or their property manager and say, hey, will you take a look and see if there's anything in my apartment that needs fixing? Making sure that they themselves have a list of things that may need fixing, but they haven't quite gotten around to filling out a maintenance request. Now, a maintenance request is absolutely necessary. Walking downstairs and saying to your landlord, hey, the lights don't turn on. That doesn't quite cover it. Filling out the form really, really helps.
Once we've come in and we've taken a look around, we'll be looking for pests, housekeeping issues, and if anything is broken and needs repair. It would be best if you had any companion animals or pets caged or kenneled or locked away so that we can get through the unit in a quick and timely manner. There may be pictures taken, and we are looking to see if there are any lease violations. Some lease violations may be as simple as having an authorized occupant, having an authorized pet or companion animal, keeping things stored in your unit that may not be allowed, like barbecues or gasoline.
The most common areas that we're looking for is the smoke detector working. Is there a blockage, an egress issue into getting into the apartment? For instance, if paramedics have to come in, can they get in? Is there water damage? Because that tells you that there's a leak. So they'll look under the sink in the bathroom and in the kitchen. They'll look for electrical. Is there a problem with any of the plugs that are in the apartment? Are they old? Do they need to be replaced? And then sometimes, on a particular case, they may be looking for pests, or in particular bed bugs, which are fairly common when you live in community with other people. We have many residents, because of the small spaces they live in, they like to collect things. There are different levels of collections. One runs from just having a collection of 10 figurines up to newspapers that line the entire apartment, which is a fire hazard. So when we escalate to a stage commonly in the industry known as hoarding, then the landlord has an obligation to make sure the tenant is in a safe environment.
You may be asking yourself, what would happen if you didn't address the issues given? Most landlords will give you a time frame in which you would have to address the issues. It's a best practice and good idea to follow the time frame. If you can't, I recommend communicating with your landlord and letting them know the barriers that are stopping you from meeting your deadline.
But if you're having issues, I guess you wouldn't want to sit down and talk to the manager, see if they could help you, see if, somebody, they could call somebody or recommend you to somebody to come and help you. Or they can get a hold of aging disability. They usually have workers that will come out and stuff. Or you probably have to sign up and go through a whole interview. They'll send somebody out and ask you 1,000 questions. And while they're asking, I was like, well, you're asking, here, help me clean up while you're asking.
So the tenant always has time to remedy a situation if it's on the tenant side. Now, if it's on the landlord side, the landlord has a responsibility to get the issue fixed, and the tenant can definitely work with the landlord and say, when can I expect this to be fixed? An inspection is a responsibility of the tenant and the landlord. It's a dual responsibility in providing a safe environment for the tenant and also for all those that live in that community.